beyond the limits of mortal fear. Outside the realm of imagination, there's a place where every nightmare you've ever had comes true. The house on Skull Mountain. The house on Skull Mountain. Beyond its doors, the unknown waits. Through its windows, the supernatural beckons. Evil stalks its hallways. Terror lives in every room.
She said.
The house on Skull Mountain.
Arise, Colin Christophe! Awake from your long sleep! I, Thomas Petson, command it!
Where death reaches from beyond the grave to claim the souls of the living. What is its secret? Who holds its power? When will it strike again? Victor French, Janie Michel, Jean Durand, Mike Evans, and Ella Wood. No one can escape the horror that lives in the house on Skull Mountain.
It's the call of the jitterbug. It's the call of the jitterbug. The call of the jitterbug.
This program is coming to you from the Cotton Club in Harlem, New York City. Now, Cat Calloway, the Prince of Idaho, will entertain you with some hot-jar razzmatazz.
Change your dancing ways. Keep up with the up-to-date ones. Learn this brand new craze. Listen, pal. Oh, you gotta swing your pound, dressing gal. Learn that chick-time dancing called Hotty Razzmatazz. No excuse for dignity. Swing your partners, follow me. Whoa, do that Hotty Razzmatazz. I'm here to bet you. It's gonna get you. It soon will head you live. Oh, what a rhythm. It's the rhythm that you sure can't resist. Young and old fall for it. Oh, they go for it. On the floor, on the floor, call for more for Hotty Razzmatazz. Better
Now for his final number tonight, Cab Calloway will sing Long About Midnight, a musical description of darkest Harlem.
Just take a look at Harlem after sundown, and it's time to shoot. It's hard to find the people really run down. There's no time for blue. If you don't know just what to really do, just take a walk along the avenue. You hear sound come floating through, long about midnight. They close the windows and they dim the light to hide the doings from the strangest sight. Oh, everything is going right, long about midnight. Pianos twinkle, couples sway, taking the pleasure they find. They don't care how they live by day. Why not leave your troubles behind? They're not pretending like the hoi polloi. They really mean it. It's the real McCoy. They turn loose 1,000 pounds of joy, long about midnight. Come on, let's go.
Where we going, Cab?
Oh, we're going down to Jitterbug Party.
What kind of a party is this?
That's the party where everybody gets your jitters and goes buzz. Come on, we got a long way to go through Harlem. Let's get going.
Okay, pal.
Midnight, long about midnight. Now, if you like to be a jitterbug, first thing you do, get yourself a jug, put whiskey, wine, and gin within, shake it all up and then begin. Get yourself a cup and start to toss. Come on, Jack, you're drinking jitter sauce. Don't you worry, you just bug, you'll always be a jitterbug. See this gang, so for long, been jitterbugs since the day they were born. The sauce is right, it's the way they're gonna drink it till they die. Drink the whiskey and blow the bell. Oh, boogie, what you done for tell? Come on, you just stop your mug and come on, be a jitterbug. It's the call of the 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 jitterbug. Swing! Jitterbug.
Blood is red. Voodoo is blue. Sugar is sweet. Revenge is sweeter.
I'm passing sentence.
Meet Sugar Hill.
No, please.
Not a place, but a brand new face.
My friends call me Sugar.
The foxiest,
Looking for anything special?
sexiest, deadliest chick in town. The mob took Sugar's man away. And now she's gonna make them pay.
I want them dead.
With a voodoo priestess called Mama Matrace.
I know what you can do. The power you possess. How strong is your hate?
And Baron Samdi, too.
My particular special. A drink that I'm famous for. The zombie. This is my domain, a kingdom of the dead.
And an army of undead behind her.
Each death has had something to do with voodoo ritual.
There's nothing that Sugar can't do.
Use it.
The mob has never seen anything like Sugar Hill and her zombie hitmen.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Friday Night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Friday. We made it.
It's here. We're finally. Waited long enough. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're doing well tonight. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Got a very nice group in the chat already. See Alana, with her new sheriff's badge. I don't know why YouTube, but I love it.
There's
a
new sheriff in town.
And I mean, hey, now you got the flair. Everyone knows you mean business. So we're happy to see you in here, Alana, and Sears, and Old Radios, and Thomas, and Lauren, and who else? I know we've got Scott in here, and Joe Cola's in here. William, hope you're doing well tonight. We've got, I'm not going to leave anybody out, because I know we got Sally. Sally's been in the chat, and Byron, I see, welcome. Hope everybody's doing good tonight.
And anybody else, and anybody that's just lurking.
Yeah.
Just lurking, just sitting in the back of the theater.
Mm-hmm. Wake me up when it gets good. Yeah.
I thought we were watching a movie.
Yeah, less blah blah, more movie, okay? Hey, that wouldn't be the first time we've gotten that criticism. No.
Hey, somehow we got to stretch a 48-minute movie into 3 hours?
And don't think we can't do it. Don't think I don't see it as a challenge, because I do. No, it's we're, I mean, you know how it is. Sometimes we just get some stuff that's pretty lean, but there's a lot to, dig into the materials. So I'm excited for tonight because, we're wrapping up season 16.
Oh, gosh. This is episode 9?
Yeah.
Woof.
Yep. Episode 9.
Yeah.
Almost another year in the can. That's kind of crazy. Circling back around. But we're happy to, again, just be doing our thing and get ready to wrap up another season. And we got some good stuff to like close out this last like couple weeks too. So looking forward to everything. But so far it's been a pretty solid season.
Some fun. Got some good ones.
We've had some ridiculous movies. We've had a lot of regional movies.
Yeah, which by the way, I hope everybody did their homework. Because if we remember last week, we did say we were all gonna go home and watch that Yeti movie, and then we were gonna come back and we were gonna talk about it. So, Garrett,
Evan,
I did.
I also did.
Okay, good. Good.
Did I remember that we had all mutually agreed on this homework? No, but did I anyway?
You know Garrett's going to watch it anyway.
I knew I was going to at some point.
Well, what did you think of that movie?
It was fun. It was very silly. It was so over the top,
It
honestly.
really was.
Like,
yeah.
the guys are ridiculous. It's just so...
I like that they set up look, spoilers. Well,
Yeah.
you guys were supposed to have seen this already.
If you've done your homework,
Yeah,
then you're
if
not
you
going to mind the spoilers.
So spoilers, they set up the cannibal thing pretty early on, but they lay it on really thick.
They do. And just watching the victims kind of fall into the traps, you just... It's so obvious, you know where it's going. It's just so like... Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, thick is a great word to describe like so much of what that movie is.
Thick Yeti movie, but pretty fun.
Well, can we really call it a Yeti movie?
Well, I mean, not unless you can call Scooby-Doo a ghost TV show.
That's true. Did you find the Scooby-Doo parallels?
Oh, obviously. You know I did. As soon as they took the mask off, I was like, oh, hon, you would have gotten away with it. Or, well, I guess they did get away with it.
Did get away with it, which is...
Just in spite of those meddling kids.
So, yeah, I mean, what did you think of that?
The ending?
Well, yeah, I mean, just as a whole, Like, but yeah, the ending.
It gets... I mean, if it's laid on thick up to the ending is... extra thick. The fact that like they all of a sudden this goes from being like two weirdo cannibals on an island in Lake Erie?
I think
it said upstate New York, and I don't know what other body of water they would be on. But it goes from being this like kind of insular, I don't want to say believable because the whole thing's so ridiculous, but like all of a sudden you've got like foreign princes and like dignitaries and like all these people that this is like this big cult. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate that they went big for the ending,
right?
But it I mean they even kind of land it on a joke, right?
They do, which is also just kind of like oh, I mean, if Fresh is in the house,
Fresh
welcome
Rogan.
Fresh. Hope your
your noggin's okay.
Yeah. I mean, my goodness, man. Like, not concussions, not
fun.
Not fun. And so I'm glad that you're braving through it to be with us tonight. And
a brain boo-boo.
Yeah, I guess, right? Brain boo-boo. Don't sign me up for that. It's terrifying. But yeah, we got the movie in. We made up for it. So it all worked out. I'm glad that we can technically check Shriek of the Mutilated off our list. And so now it feels like we can move on and, things are settled. There's closure there. So we are, again, continuing with patterns like we do with this show. Keeping it going. I mean, even last week, trying to do a Yeti movie was keeping with the pattern of doing our yearly Yeti movie that we do this time of year. So again, keeping with the pattern, the first film of February is always a film where we are celebrating Black History Month. And the past 2 years we've done this with films horror mystery featuring an all-black cast, films that were known as race films. And the first one we saw, Son of Ingagi, was really good. Really like Son of Ingagi a whole lot. And then last year we saw Midnight Shadow, which was more of a mystery. It involved a swami, right? But it just kind of didn't pan out very well.
That one didn't stick quite as much as Ingagi did.
It was a little underwhelming. So, that was...
I'm looking forward to tonight's film, though. I kind of glanced over just the film synopsis, and like the idea sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, no. So tonight we are watching Drums O Voodoo from 1934, and yeah, like the little blurb that I found on one website. Well, no, I didn't write it down, but it was something like. It was something like, I don't know. I wish I would have written that down. But essentially what we're dealing with is a clash between a priest and a voodoo priestess in a small southern town. And I mean, does that...
And a pimp? Isn't there a pimp in
the mix? There's a pimp. Yes, it's all... Again, we get to kind of see the kind of different aspects of like black life at the time in small rural towns in the South, because that's where this takes place. It takes place in Louisiana, and you'll actually see the on-screen title for this copy is Louisiana, based on the title of the play that it is adapted from, which is Louisiana. But we're gonna get into that tonight. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of this clash between Christianity and voodoo, but it's kind of
prostitution
and prostitution, right? I mean, it's got a lot of interesting kind of which we talked a little bit about like kind of the subject matter of race films in the past, but they usually did kind of really delve into like kind of social subjects and things that were, kind of like serious problems in society at the time. And it wasn't just always like pure escapism. And so I think that's kind of what we got here, but it is like voodoo versus Christianity, but it's not voodoo in like the Hollywood studio version of voodoo where voodoo is evil and it's creating zombies, and this is actually a little bit more sympathetic, is probably not the right word, but it looks at voodoo from a more objective standpoint.
Neutral.
I think that's a good way to put it. And yeah, I think it should be really interesting. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Again, 1934, so this is like 6 years before Son of Ingagi, and so this is like early on, and it's got some interesting connections and just we're gonna have a lot of fun getting into all of that stuff tonight. And speaking of fun, of course, as always, Evan brings the real fun to the table when he brings a delicious cocktail to pair with the evening's film and a little segment which he calls
What Were You Drinking?
And what are we going to be drinking tonight, Evan?
So, as we all know by now, this season we're revisiting some old recipes that we've had on the show previously. And, they've been in, I guess, kind of no particular order. Like, this hasn't been, like a top 10. It's been, I've been trying to keep them at least, somewhat, like, tangentially related. But that's meant that we've been kind of all over the board, which has been good. There's so many drinks that we've had at this point. Like I'd like to be able to just go back and revisit all of them.
Right.
We need a lot of nights to do that, I think.
True. 4 years worth of nights.
But so. This week, we're revisiting a tiki cocktail that we first had when we watched the Screaming Skull.
Ah, I thought maybe with the skull thing.
Yeah. I was thinking. I was trying to remember. Like we've seen some other voodoo movies on the show before, but I couldn't. Whenever I was going back through the archive, it was kind of hard to find something that was like really close to voodoo. But I thought, the Shrunken Skull, that's at least in, it's at least in there. So, but also, I thought this would be a good opportunity to cross something like off the to-do list that I've been meaning to do for a long time.
Oh.
I've spoken before about how it's actually a lot of fun to like make your own cocktail ingredients, syrups, and like extracts, and I haven't done bitters yet. We'll still have to make some bitters. But this week I made my own grenadine for the first time, and should have been doing that for the whole time, because it's I cheated a little. I tasted a little. It pretty good.
Okay.
And I think it's really gonna make this drink pop. Because what the Shrunken Skull is, and I remember, I remember enjoying it well enough last time, but it's two different kinds of rum, gold rum and navy rum, or just whatever you have. Some fresh lime juice and grenadine, all in equal measure, 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. And we're gonna have it over some shaved ice, because I think it'll be a little better that way. But anytime. I don't know how many times I've said at this point, like, fresh ingredients make just a world of difference. Like, the lime juice from concentrate and fresh lime juice are just not even close. So I'm thinking the grenadine's gonna be the same way.
Yeah.
And that this should really pop.
Okay, okay, look at that, Scott. Scott says, so he said, I'm substituting vanilla extract, 7-Up, and cherry shave ice topping. It is vanilla forward. Okay, I like that, Scott. Very nice. See, that's the beauty of what Evan is bringing to the table. You can Frankenstein your own cocktail at home. You can add whatever you want.
Which, to be clear, I should mention this was not an original recipe.
Right.
This was a pre-existing one, so I can't claim credit for it.
No,
but we are going to enjoy it.
No, but again, you're opening the doors every week with a new cocktail. So.
It's delightfully red.
Oh, it is.
The homemade grenadine, it's a much like darker red than
that a lot.
It's not. It's because it's pomegranate juice. It's not. There's no red 40 in there as far as I know.
Nice. Looks like blood.
Smells really good. Smells like rum and pomegranate. I say we go ahead and give it a
really
try.
good.
This is the Shrunken Skull. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah. Smooth.
That's a yeah. That's a damn good drink.
Really good.
I do say so myself.
Really good.
That grenadine really lingers on the tongue.
It does.
It's quite good.
The whole thing is delicious, and then you kind of get the afterburn of the rum a little bit, which is it's nice, smooth.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I've got plenty more grenadine at home. I hope I have enough limes, because I'm probably gonna have another one of these tomorrow.
No, this is great. I mean, and what? So the homemade grenadine, that's the big change from the last time that you made this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've always just we don't. It's fairly rare that we use grenadine, so it's not even. I guess I haven't really had the I haven't really sought out the opportunity to not just get the store-bought stuff.
Right.
But I mean, I like grenadine. I think it's good. I mean, even the store-bought syrup I thought was pretty good. But I like pomegranate, so that's really what it is. You want to make your own grenadine, by the way, you just you take a cup of pomegranate juice, a cup of sugar, and I used the juice of half of a lemon, but you don't have to add that. I think it just kind of adds kind of a nice balance to the sweetness.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you just simmer it until the sugar dissolves. Don't try not to boil it. I've heard that you can burn it, but just nice gentle simmer. And that's it. That's the other cool thing is making these ingredients. It's so easy. It takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, and like you said, there's definitely a bigger reward in just having this homemade stuff to give it. It just gives it like a little bit more like oomph, It just gives it a little something.
It's got depth. It's got pop. It's
depth.
Exactly what I was hoping for, and I'm hoping that we say the same for tonight's film.
I hope so, Evan. I think cocktail usually pairs nicely, so I think much like the cocktail, hopefully you're right. Hopefully the movie is the same. But yeah, I mean, again, this is like Evan said at the top. This is a very brisk movie.
Yeah.
This, it's 48 minutes, so we're gonna be just trucking through this, honestly. But it's gonna be fun.
We can watch it in a slow mo.
Just slow it down, like 0.6%. I think. Don't worry, we'll have plenty to talk about with it. But it's interesting.
When you were in school, did you ever you had to watch videos as like part of like homework or lecture or something? Did you ever watch them on twice speed to get through it faster?
No, I didn't. I did what? But honestly, I don't think I had too many
We had these so many module things we had to watch.
Yeah, I think I would just turn it on and not pay attention. I don't even think I'd speed it up.
Just trying to get through it.
I mean, that's better than what I would do. But, God, I didn't learn anything in my online classes. Not a thing. Kind of sad when I think about it now. How am I going to learn logic by myself? That's not something that I could. That was awful. I did that to myself.
Oh yeah, Sears, you're right. We should have broken out the branded glasses. Next time.
Well,
It's been a minute. I forget they're here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. When you weren't on your birthday special, I was using the screen.
Nice.
So
nice.
We've got them. I didn't. Yeah, Evan said he got his. He brought some. So that's what we're drinking out of. But we do have our wonderful Stream glasses. We'll be breaking those out on Friday for sure. Next Friday.
Yeah, got my I want to say TJ Maxx glasses.
Oh,
I think that's where I bought these.
Well, they're very nice. They're very nice glasses. They don't have our logo on them, but they're nice. Yeah. But this is, again, I've never seen this before. I don't know that it's going to be an out-and-out horror movie. Obviously it deals with voodoo, but like we said, it's not really necessarily in the sinister light that something like even White Zombie, dealt with voodoo. Although, we'll talk about White Zombie later. But yeah, so I'll go and tell you one of the interesting things about the making of this, or how this came to be, is the producer of this. We've actually become very familiar with work of this producer. His name is Louis Weiss, and he's actually the producer of The Clutching Hand.
Yeah, okay. I thought that sounded very familiar.
Yeah, and he did he did a couple Ape movies, and he had the Craig Kennedy Criminologist TV series, and he had a long career, but this was at a time where this was before he really got into serials and was kind of looking for different things. And produced this adaptation of a stage play, which we'll talk more about during our break. But it comes from a black playwright, Augustus Smith, he also wrote the script for this, and he stars in the movie as the preacher. Amos Berry, who I believe is called Elder. So he's Elder Berry.
Elder Berry? Come on.
Elder Berry. I don't think it's meant to be a joke, but I mean, it's come on, we're having fun. Yeah, so it's got the writer, and so again, like, this isn't just like, there were a fair amount of race films where the people behind the camera, I don't even the director of this, people behind the camera in this were white, but like that you had a black writer involved, which Son of Ingagi did, and another connection to Son of Ingagi. But this film, our voodoo priestess is played by the same actress who played Dr. Jackson in Son of Ingagi. She was the scientist who had the ape man creature in her basement and just invited a nice couple to live there, and neglected to tell anybody there was a monster in the basement, much to the surprise of a sandwich eating detective who couldn't eat his sandwich because that creature just kept stealing it.
Do you think that's where they got the plot for Barbarian? Did I make that joke on that episode?
I think you did. I feel that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It really.
Barbarian is just evergreen in my mind. I love that movie.
That's a great movie. No, yeah, it's definitely it's that unsuspecting, not knowing what lurks underneath your home. But yeah, so the same actress, Laura Bowman, she's in this as one of the leads as well. So interesting connection to Son of Ingagi, which we're talking more about that too. We're gonna get into it tonight. It's gonna be fun. So anything before we get into Drums O Voodoo? I keep saying of, and I'm trying to say oh.
The
Drums O Voodoo. Evan.
What kind of race were we talking? It was like a half marathon.
Give you a golf clap for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was more than that deserved.
Amazing. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of Drums O Voodoo right now. Now, like I said, under the title Louisiana, which is the title of the play it's based on. And this movie's gone by a few different titles, which we'll talk about later as well. Freaking out. Wow, all right. Yeah, Thomas, Sack Amusement distributed this one as well. We'll talk later. Whoa. All right, cool. Imagine there's a little more to that.
Do you think a little was cut out of this 48-minute movie?
But UCLA has a 64-minute print, apparently. So imagine how much we're missing.
Logging it to themselves.
Seriously. It's public domain. Put it out.
Bogarting the Louisiana.
Having fun at the juke joint.
Shorty, bring everybody a drink on me.
You sure know how to keep things lively.
That's my business, keeping things lively. And before I get through, I'm gonna have everybody in town over here.
You sure will. You even got the preacher coming here now.
That preacher coming over here is my business. You keep your nose out of it.
I didn't mean nothing.
All right.
Come. Granny! Granny!
Who is that?
Someone's called.
Granny! Keep on beating them drums.
Granny! 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 Granny!
Ebenezer, what you mean by coming here disturbing the ancient worship of the jungle god?
I had to come, Granny. I just had to come.
Some evil spirit's troubling you. Who is it? Speak.
Tom Cat.
A devilish imp of the devil. Why should he trouble you?
It's the trouble I scared is going to cause Myrtle that made me come to you, Granny.
Myrtle? Is she home?
Yes, tonight. Tom Cat seen her get off the train, and he told John she was just the kind of gal he wanted for his juke. And he don't let him have her. Please don't.
That gal ain't for you, Ebenezer. I done told you. That gal ain't for you.
She's a good gal, Granny, and I love her. Why ain't she for me?
I can't tell you, but she ain't for you.
I don't know why you say that. I'll kill him.
No, you won't. The voodoo, I promise you that.
Thank you, Granny.
Now go on. Don't say nothing to her. Don't say nothing to nobody. Leave everything to me. To me. And the voodoo.
All right, Granny, but save her from him, please. Save her from him, because if you don't, and Tollett gets her, I'll die. I'll die. I'll die.
Die, you
It's very stagey.
Yeah.
He shall die.
Very much, but like the longer she talked, I feel like the more unnerved I got.
Trying to see the death that he can only feel.
Oh,
With
nice
their
pushing
sucking
in.
Hands choking the life out of his worthless body. Tomcat, spawn of the devil, this day you shall come under the spell of the jungle gods. Jungle gods, I makes a spell to cast this imp back to hell. In a pit of bile and sands, let him join his hellish band. Let no mercy stay thy heart, jungle gods, make him depart. Crunch him, crush him, like a crumb. For you, voodoo, I beats the drum. Beat them drums. Beat them drums. Beat them drums. The ancient god voodoo commands you.
Shit, damn. This shit's intense.
Yeah. This is cool.
Beat. Beat.
Back to the juke joint.
No.
Can't get no more.
Well, you better get some
Yeah, old
more.
radios.
Sir,
The
I
print
can't
is
get no more.
definitely
Now,
pretty
better not be
sliced
seen
and
around here.
diced.
Here come somebody coming now. Maybe some of my congregation.
Your way.
I won't.
I mean, this is the only like print that you can find online too.
Hi, Amos.
Good day, Brother Tom.
I hear you was plotting with the voodoo woman.
You're wrong, Brother Tom. You're wrong.
I knows I ain't. Never mind, I want $20 for sundown. You go and get to me.
But I told you last night I'd given you all I could.
I know you did. But you such a big liar, I can't believe a word you say.
But I have no more.
Well, you better get some more.
Far from.
I don't give a daffodil where you get it from.
A daffodil. I like
I'd beg
that.
it from them church people. And if you don't, I'm coming over to that revival meeting tonight. And when I get through saying my speech, you ain't going to have no more church than a possum.
Brother Tom, can't you see that I'm not the same man I was when you first met me over 30 years ago? I'm a good Christian now. Please let me be.
Why should I let you be? I hate you, Amos, and I hate what you claim you is. You wasn't no better than me 30 years ago, and you ain't a bit better now.
I don't think I'm no better than you. I just don't approve of your way of living.
And I don't approve of yours either, so we's even.
But my way is the way to heaven.
Ah, ain't no heaven for our folks.
Shame on you. You should pray to the Lord.
How come you narrow-minded church people think everybody should think like you all do?
When I ask you to pray, I'm doing what the good Lord said to do. Go into the highways and the byways and preach the gospel to every living soul.
I didn't hear him say it. And you're wasting time telling me all that stuff. In the first place, I ain't paying no attention to you. In the second place, I don't know what you're talking about in the first place. All I know is you're going to bring me $20 across that bridge before sundown.
You talk as if your very soul depended on $20.
You'll find that your well-being does if you don't deliver like I asked you.
And $20 is a lot of money to raise in these hard times.
No, I don't believe in hard times. And another thing, you can try to get Aunt Hager to hoodoo me till you're blue in the face. Or you can pray till you get cramps in your knees. And it don't scare me, because I ain't scared of Aunt Hager, her voodoo, you nor your God either.
Someday the Lord is going to strike you dead for your blasphemy.
I ain't even scared of that.
Lord, have mercy on this wicked sinner.
When is you and the rest of them praying fools going to quit praying for something you never get?
Through prayer comes peace.
Well, if that's all you want, you're welcome to it. But as for me, I want more. And I'm going to get it by hook or crook, and I don't give a hooray who gets it from.
Uncle,
Yes, daughter.
supper's ready.
All right, honey, just keep it warm.
That's a strange gal around here, ain't she?
Yeah, that's my niece, Myrtle. She just come back home from school last night.
Yeah, I seen her get off the train. Why don't you tell her who I is?
Why, Brother Tom, I'm surprised.
Why is you so surprised?
Why, she's a good gal.
Is that so? I'm a good man, too. Look at that.
She's a clean gal.
You don't say. And I just got to meet her. That settles that.
You was wasting time. Surely. You wouldn't want to take a nice gal like she is across that bridge to your joke.
That's just what I'm gonna do.
Don't you mean that
Would
you...
make better business.
Oh, Lord, how can a man live and be so wicked?
I don't know how wicked I really am. I'm so wicked I ain't even scared of what's going to happen to me after I'm dead.
Nothing forward across that bridge to your place. And I dare not let them see me, Gwine.
I don't care if they see you or not. You better be there.
But it'll cause trouble in my church.
That's your business. When anybody starts trouble in my place, I knocks them down and drags them out.
He that lives by violence will die by violence, saith the Lord.
I don't believe nothing I
Man,
don't
it just
hear
keeps
with my
going
own
on.
ears.
Oh, here we go.
Say, Amos, I was just thinking. I'll do a little favor for you if you'll do one for me.
Anything I can.
I'll forget everything I knows about you if you let me have that gal.
Well, I couldn't. Well, I wouldn't.
Never mind the rigmarole. Is it a bargain or ain't it?
Of course it ain't.
Amos, you ain't just now know me. You know good and well that anything I wants I gets, don't you?
Yes, but you can't.
Don't tell me what I can't do. I done made up my mind I'm going to have that gal. It's just a matter of how long, that's all.
Brother Tom, you can do anything to me you wants to. Go to the members of my church and tell them all you know. And if they drive me out after all these years, I'll go. But you better not touch my niece.
Don't be a fool, Amos. You's flying high as an eagle with these church people now. And can't nobody clip your wings but me. Why, tween us, we got the town in a jug. You got the Christians, and I got the sinners. And you can rob them washfoot buzzards all you want to, and I won't tell a one of them what I knows about you. And you know that's plenty. Now, can I have that gal?
Jesus.
No.
All right. You're ordering a coffin for your own funeral.
Neural.
Oh, I do.
Hey, Brother Dunstan. How you feel today?
Well, I ain't so good, and I ain't so bad. How's you all?
That's fine.
Well, I'm fair to middling, I reckon.
Well, you get home all right?
Yeah, on the 10:15 last night.
Where's she now?
Oh, she and Ebenezer washing the supper dishes.
That voodoo woman done start her gwines on again.
Uh-oh.
And most all the older members of the church is gwine over there every time they hear them drums.
I don't care no more about Tomcat than y'all do. I'd like to see him out of town for more than one reason. But we mustn't bother Aunt Hager.
She's bothering us, ain't she?
Brother Dunstan, the religion that we promulgate will stand up for itself.
Amen.
With the good Christians, yeah.
Sure.
But them weak-kneed ones, they'll worship anything, even that voodoo mess.
Well, Aunt Hager's voodoo ain't altogether good, but it ain't altogether bad neither.
Well, I can't see why it ain't altogether bad. Always jumping around and moaning half the night.
That voodoo mess makes me sick.
Don't you go to Aunt Hager sometime?
Go away from here, man. Is you a new fool?
Well, ain't you superstitious?
Does I look that way?
Don't you believe in superstition?
Is you gonna ask me that again?
Well, most everybody is.
I know it is, but I ain't. Of course, when there's itching on the bottom of my right foot, I knows I's why I walk on strange ground. And when there's bells ringing in my ears that nobody else don't hear but me, I know them is death bells. But you can't call that superstition. Brother Dunstan, there's only one thing that I'm sure enough scared of, and that's a black cat crossing my path.
Everybody is.
Even white folks.
Well, superstition or no superstition, them drums keep me awake nights.
Do it?
And it left me since the night. Steady you, Elderberry. I go tell the white folks, that's what I do.
Me too.
White folks knows it already, Dunstan. But they don't pay no attention to our folks.
Somebody's got to stop it. That settles it.
So far as I'm concerned, she can go right on with her meetings. Does a whole lot of good for some of us that ain't like no better.
Judging from the numbers that's going to a meeting, most of us ain't like no better.
But Dunstan, you know what I believe? I believe that she is the only one round here that can drive Tomcat out of this community.
You reckon she can do that, sure enough?
I'm almost certain she can.
If she does, I'll forgive her for everything.
Honest, honey, I don't mind washing dishes with
Seriously.
You wouldn't say so if you did.
I thought it was a clash, but it's more like a partnership.
Team up against this bad dude.
Fit as a fiddle, Whitney. I hope that school didn't turn you hay.
Wasn't that kind of school?
I'm glad it wasn't. We need a nice, smart gal like you is here all the time. Keep them other young gals' minds on something besides picnics and shindigs. And I know you know what to do it.
Well, I'll do my best.
I knows you will. Yeah, she looks just like her mammy, don't she, Amos?
And she's good like a mammy, too, Dunstan.
How can she help from being good when a good, clean Christian man like you raised her from a baby?
Well, I did my best.
And everybody in the community knows you did.
And we all love you for it, too.
Maybe I'll have a chance for long to find out just how much they love me.
And I've been with you, Amos, ever since the first Sunday we started the church.
And we'll be with him, too, till one or the other of us cross the river of Jordan on our way home to glory.
You was good, true Christians, both of you. And I loved you for it.
Now, it's just like I said when I come here. We got to get Tomcat out of this neighborhood, that's all.
Certainly.
My boy means everything to me, and I ain't going to have him go. Now, it's up to you,
I guess I'll be quiet.
And that is going to take us to our first break. So we're already a third of the way through Drums O Voodoo. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
So quick,
right?
I mean, it feels like we've covered a decent amount of ground so far. I'm enjoying myself. I like this a lot so far.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like a play.
Right. They're not doing too much to get it off the stage.
Yeah.
We see the backdrop,
right.
The props are
It really might as well just be on the stage. But I don't hate it for that.
No, the ideas are interesting enough to carry it. And they've really set the scene as far as the tension that's going on in this community right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's such a, I feel like this is a pretty interesting, well-written scenario. The conflict between, you know, the priest and the pimp, and there's a backstory, and he's like, I would never expect him to be sticking up for the voodoo lady.
No, that's what I said, like, that I really got it wrong when I said it was a clash between voodoo and Christianity, because it's more, but I thought it was interesting the way that they framed it, where they had this other character who is like, I guess, helped Amos Berry start the church. And so that guy is serving as the, like, we're Christians, I hate voodoo, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, the priest is the one that's more neutral.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, maybe, you know, it's good for its own reasons.
Yeah, and
like,
all the time he's like harboring some kind of terrible secret.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool.
There's
this
nuance,
is a cool movie.
right? Well, again, and that's just the thing about race films, is that they really, you know, it was a lot of times it was about something going on in a small community, and
what do we know about small communities from all the Twin Peaks we've watched? Secrets. Everybody's got secrets.
Drama.
Yeah. Voodoo.
Who would have guessed? Yeah, and the voodoo scenes were great, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the writing and the, you know, just the pattern and the rhythm and the cadence to it all was very, you know, I don't know. There was just, it was a vibe. It was good. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this. It's funny because it's, you know, like we've said, it's based on a play. So, like, clearly it was, you know, the ideas have been kind of workshopped, but, like, not only was this just a play that just played, like, anywhere. This, the Louisiana, as it was called as a play, actually played on Broadway.
Oh, wow.
It only lasted, like, somewhere between, like, 8 to 10 performances. But it was put on by the Negro Theater Guild in 1933, shortly before they shot this. And again, the actor who is playing Elder Barry, he is the playwright and screenwriter. And it was kind of like how, like, this movie got made, is because it was a Broadway play. The producer who we talked about, Louis Weiss, he was like looking to adapt Broadway plays into films.
Yeah.
And then this just happened to be one that he could, like, get the rights to on the cheap, and
it makes sense. I mean, they didn't try that hard to get it off the stage.
Well, and that's the thing. So, like, Louis Weiss is a low budget exploitation producer, right? And at this time, this is before he, like, latched onto serials, so he's looking for kind of the next, like, exploitation market. He had done a Yiddish film a couple years before this. That was another, like, that was a different type of, like, you know, I guess what at the time they would call, like, an ethnic film. There were, like, you know, you had the race films that were made for black audiences. You had Yiddish films. You had, like, just these different, like, groups of people, audiences, you know? That's the whole thing about, like, exploitation producers. It's all about, like, finding an audience that the major studios aren't, like, catering to, or, for lack of a better word, exploiting, and then cashing in on that in some cheap, you know, with some cheap product. You're not going to spend a lot. You don't have to spend a lot of money because there's no other competition. Mm-hmm. Nobody else is making movies like this. So, you know, that's again, you know, we've seen all different kinds of exploitation films on this show. I mean, a lot of it's just straight up, like, horror, but I mean, we've seen drug films, we've seen Christploitation, which, I mean, maybe there's a little bit of that in here to a degree. But, you know, there's
they're definitely Christian.
They're definitely Christian. But yeah, there's, you know, again, like, the producer just saw this as, okay, maybe this is an easy way to, like, get a Broadway play and also exploit an audience that, like, Hollywood is not really catering to right now. And so basically all the cast from the play is in the movie. Like, it was shot in New York on a soundstage in New York. So this wasn't like even a Poverty Row production. This was like, you know, pretty like run and gun, like, oh, we want to make a movie off a Broadway play. Oh, this ran for 8 performances. It just closed. Well, let's buy it. Let's make a movie out of it. And, you know, it all happened very fast. And it was shot on short ends, which are like, it's leftover film stock. And if you can't afford just like fresh stock, you would just buy short ends and shoot on that. So that, yeah, I think that's part of maybe why it's also pretty rough print that we're watching tonight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I have to keep reminding myself. Well, it's a film from the 30s.
Yeah, there's not much we can do about it. I mean, again, there's a good print out there. There's a 35 millimeter print for the UCLA Film and Television Archive has got. I don't know why it has been released. Maybe somebody will do that at some point, because it's 64 minutes. Again, I cannot stress enough the fact that there are also 12 more minutes of this movie that we're not getting. And so, I mean, I'd be interested to know what it is.
Pretty significant.
Yeah, big time.
Your film's 48 minutes.
Big time. What are you gonna do? But I do think that you know, it was an interesting experiment on Weiss's part, because I don't think he made really any other race films. But he wanted to give this a go, and again, it was released under a few different titles when it was first released. We'll talk about its second release after the break. But it kind of, I can't say that it really set a precedent, but it is like the first in Broadway plays featuring an all-black cast that were then adapted for the big screen. And during our break, we're going to see trailers for 2 Hollywood musical films produced by major studios that featured all-black casts that were based on Broadway plays. So the first is Cabin in the Sky, which I think Cabin in the Sky deals with like some supernatural, like I think the devil is in it. There's like, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm not quite sure. But it was based on a Broadway play, and it's, you know, kind of I think it's an MGM musical. So MGM was the big musical studio. So it's a very like, looks very grandiose, like a very grandiose musical. And I think that's 1943. This is well after tonight's film. And then in the early 50s, a film version of a play called Carmen, I think Carmen Jones, was released. That's the second trailer that we're going to see. And Carmen Jones, 1954, and it's based on like an opera that they like readapted, like refitted for like modern times, but then with an all-black cast. And so I think it's got Dorothy Dandridge, and that was the first time that a black woman was nominated for Best Actress for an Academy Award. So that was kind of a major milestone film with black history. But it's, you know, again, both of these are Hollywood films made by white filmmakers, but all black casts and based on Broadway source material. So we're going to get these 2 trailers for these musicals. And then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting middle of Drums O Voodoo. So stick around. We'll be right back.
full of consequence, that old devil consequence. He takes all the frivol out of fun.
It seemed like happiness is just a thing called Joe. He got a smile that made the lilac wanna grow. There's honey in the honeycomb. There's sugar in the cane. There's oysters in a real oyster stew, and bubbles in sweet champagne.
Sensational long-run Broadway musical hit by Oscar Hammerstein, who gave you Showboat, Oklahoma, South Pacific, and The King and I. Brought to the screen by Otto Preminger, who produced and directed such hits as Laura and The Moon is Blue. With the original Bizet music that made Carmen one of the most popular scores in the world. With a cast of show world favorites starring Harry Belafonte, Dorothy Dandridge, Pearl Bailey, Olga James, Joe Adams, with a new modern story of the exciting people and colorful places of America.
What's mine's yours, Joey. And that goes right down the line. You take us to Chicago, show us a good time. What we got to do for it?
Don't ask him that now, honey. Let's get to Chicago first.
So you run out on me. Sure. We can give you a better time than I can. Fancy clothes, swell company, the whole works. Husky Miller's latest woman. Only that ain't the way it's gonna be. I swear, let no man take you away from me.
How you gonna stop me?
I'll show you.
With great songs and dances that the world will be singing and dancing to. Sensational song hits like
When your lover decides to fly, there ain't no door that you can close. She just picks you a quick goodbye and flicks the salt from her tail and goes. If you beat out that trouble drum, beat out old trouble drum, beat out old...
Stand up and fight until you hear the bell. Stand toe to toe, trade blow for blow. Keep punching till you make your punches tell. Show that crowd what you know.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Cabin in the Sky and Carmen Jones, based on the opera Carmen. That's right. And yeah, Carmen Jones looks fun.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, Hollywood did make a handful of films featuring all black casts, but it was not in any way even close to equaling just what they were doing normally. It was, it was usually for something like a big musical or something like that. And then otherwise, especially in the South where theaters were segregated, black audiences had their own theaters, and a lot of the times the product that you got would be a race film, and so you're not going to see like a lot of big stars or anything like that. But I mean, still, you had a lot of films that people don't really realize, like, and this is kind of early in the whole thing, but I guess they started making these films after World War I, and in the sound era, I think things really started peaking around the early 40s, and then it was over. They stopped making these films by the 50s. So, in the grand scheme of things, only like 40-ish years, but still a lot of movies that were made, and a lot that are lost and don't exist anymore. And very few horror films. So this is, I don't know if you would say so far that this film has fit the bill of like horror, or would you? Maybe not quite, but you can kind of see like,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe not the horror elements, at least maybe the voodoo.
The voodoo. But that's the thing. I mean, this film, like we said, based on a play called Louisiana, obviously released under that title, released under the title Drums O Voodoo. I think it had a couple different titles, but in 1940, it was re-released by SAC Amusements, who was the distributor who also put out Son of Ingagi. And they decided to kind of sell this film as a horror film.
Oh.
And so that's why, like, I put a post, the first post that I put out for this movie, the title that you saw was She-Devil. Because the only poster I could find initially was just from the 1940 re-release, where it kind of emphasized the Aunt Hagar character. And it had, Laura Bowman doing like a sinister pose, and it was called She-Devil. So it's kind of making her out to be some kind of like villain, which we're already seeing really doesn't seem like it's going to go that way. Yeah. But I mean, again, you think about it, she wasn't really the villain in Son of Ingagi either, but I have a hard time not calling her a mad scientist. So in a way, SAC, I guess, was trying to kind of build off of what she had done and kind of like, turn her into a little bit of a horror star, maybe. I mean, but she's done good with, with the voodoo scenes, I thought.
I mean, yeah, she's putting her all into this voodoo persona.
Yeah, and I see that Jack Doobie is in the house. Welcome, Jack.
What's up?
You're doing well tonight. Yeah, I mean, I think so far this movie's been really interesting, and you can tell that obviously it's talky, but what it's talking about and what it's getting into is like genuinely like intriguing to see where they're going to end up at, because they're obviously kind of like, there's a lot of like moral debate in the choices that these characters have made, are making, and how it's all gonna come together. So we'll see. Anything before we get into the exciting middle, Evan?
What do you think the dirt is? What do you think the secret? Think it's gonna even say?
I hope it might not. I hope that's not the cut stuff. Maybe it doesn't matter. That would be, because I feel like that was kind of how Midnight Shadow played out, where it would seem like they were setting up things and then it would just never pay off, or things would never pay off. It would just kind of like
leave it to
dropped. Things, interesting nuggets were just left, and so it could go that way. You want to know what my thought was, though?
What? My
thought was that his niece isn't really his niece at all. No, that might be. This is like right around the time of the code, but this is also not like really within the purview of the code either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've already had, dancing at the juke joint. I'm sure we'll be back out there soon, hanging out with Tom Cat and the juke joint. without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into the exciting middle of Drums of Voodoo right now.
Church I've been cleaning up has been teaching me the Bible. And I've been trying to show Elder Barry what I knows, and he say I know more about the Bible than he does. Oh, I ain't saying he ain't a good preacher, 'cause he is.
What does your grandmother think about it?
Oh, she don't know yet, but she don't mind.
Well, she tells everyone that you're going to carry her work on when she dies.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you?
Oh, nothing, except it might have been all right in the days of the jungle before we know it any better, but it don't amount to much here.
Well, I think she does very good work.
Well, if some of the things she does ain't good, she means them for good anyhow. She knows more about roots and herbs than anybody, I reckon. She's the only one around here can cure a snake bite.
Well, but that...
I intends to do some of the things she taught me all right, but not all. You see, I intends to have the respect of the house in the daytime and not sneak around at night like they do down to Granny's. And then, too, I believe in the Lord.
But don't she believe in the Lord, too?
Oh, she prays, but she says she don't like to bother the Lord about things she can do herself.
And she don't believe the Lord will answer her prayers.
Oh, she believes that all right. But she say the Lord's so slow, she's got to beat the drums to help him along. Say, honey, you ain't forgot what you promised me, is you?
Forgot? No.
Well, I'm sure glad you ain't, 'cause I's counting the days till we can get mad, and I'll be so glad, won't you?
You bet I will.
Nope.
Yeah, here we go.
She's not gonna like this.
Ebenezer,
What did I tell you?
ain't I done told you that gal ain't for you?
Granny, why you keep telling me that? I loves Myrtle, and Myrtle loves me, don't you, honey?
Yes.
Maybe you do, but she ain't for you.
Why, Granny, why?
Does you want to know why, Myrtle?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I hates to tell you, but it's time you know the fate that awaits you.
Granny, I wants Myrtle, and Myrtle wants me, and I was going to have her, too.
Wait, Ebenezer, till you hears what I got to say.
Oh, she's about to drop some tea.
I'm going to tell you something that's going to change your outlook on life. But it's time that you knowed it, now that you wants to be Ebenezer's wife. You remember your uncle telling you that it was me that tended your mammy when you was born?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, it's going to hurt you, but I means you well. Your mammy wouldn't died when you was born. Only she was afflicted with a spell.
Granny, you mean...
You got to believe me, 'cause it's true. The spell that was on your mammy is now on you. All your life. Remember that I said...
Got a congenital spell.
You take your life in your hand the day that you wed.
You mean that just because my mother died when I was born, that if I should marry and have a child, I'd die the same way?
That's what I said, and I means it too. 'Cause if you has a child, what happened to your mammy is gonna happen to you. I'm sorry, honey, to see you cry. But I'd rather see you that way than to see you die.
Granny,
dropping the
I love you with all my heart and soul. You're my only flesh in this world, and I suppose I ought to believe everything you say.
The only thing that would make her
But when you
is
say,
always
just because her mammy died the way she did, that she's got to die the same way, I just saw.
Oh, but Ebenezer, suppose she's right.
Oh, suppose she ain't. We shouldn't let that come between us. She used to scare me too one day. But now, most everything she say goes in one ear and out the other.
Ebenezer.
But I believe in Aunt Hagar.
She's got bars, that's right along.
There's some laws most folks won't obey, for which their children has to pay. No matter how hard your struggles, you can't overcome.
I know. You just like all gals in their own hometown. I bet if you was down in New Orleans and I asked you to go out with me, you'd step on it.
I would not.
Oh, yes, you would. You can't kid me, baby. I know you, gal.
I think you're pretty fresh.
I'll go and fix that imp of the devil.
Uh-oh.
Will you please go away and leave me alone?
Not till you promise you'll come over and see me.
Well, I won't promise.
Nothing I can do to coax you?
Nothing. Now, please go.
Sure, I'll go, baby. With you.
Oh, I won't listen to you.
Just a minute.
Oh, let me go.
Now, don't get rough with me, baby.
You better let me go, I tell you.
Maybe you wants me to take a little kiss
Oh,
from
no,
you.
you won't.
Think
no,
I
you
can?
Won't. Let me go, I tell you.
Think I can?
No, you won't.
I'll show you how I treat
me
gals.
alone.
Come on, guys, do something.
Well, you dirty little...
Go. Ow, I tell you. Ow.
God. There. Whoa. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Damn.
Cat yelling. Turn him loose. Don't stain your hands with his worthless blood. I'll fix him. I'll fix him. You're creeping, crawling, hissing, lizard-eating, poisonous black cat. Trying to ruin a good gal like Myrtle. Your soul is as black as the soot on a skillet. You stinking skunk. They ought to lynch you, but you ain't worth it. And if the sun goes down in this community on your worthless carcass, I'm gonna blind you. I'm gonna blind you, you hear me? Ebenezer. Yes, sir. Go tell them boys I said, beat them drums.
The rest of you lick the I ain't
That's
scared of
amazing.
your voodoo. I'm in this town and I'm in it to stay in spite of all of you. You hear me, Hager?
Ah, but there's a cloud of righteousness rising up again you. And the rain from that cloud wanna drown out
I ain't paying no attention to you, Hager. Amos, I'll be over to that church tonight like I said. And I'm coming with a muzzle loader. Loaded for bear.
Lord save me.
Don't worry. He's closer to the jungle gods than he is to any other. Beat them drums. Beat them drums.
Just having a spontaneous ceremony right there.
Beat them drums.
I mean, this is some community. They're just ready to jump into
Get in
action.
on the voodoo chant.
A moment's notice.
You hear them confounded drums?
Won't be half as loud when the wind changes.
You oughtn't be heard at all. This is the Sabbath.
Yeah, but our Hager's doing something that we can't do.
I wish she'd stop them drums. I don't care what she's doing. Why, stop them and get under my skin. Instead of praying, I want to get naked and go jumping around like some wild man.
Yeah, I know. It makes me feel that way sometimes, too.
But that ain't the right way for nobody to feel. And I don't want to feel that way.
I don't know, man. Are you sure?
I'm not supposed to feel good. This is just stuff deep down inside.
I just want to get naked and jump around
Taking
like
Tom
wild.
Cat out of this community.
Well, if them drums don't drive him, he can't be driving.
He's blind.
I wish he'd hurry and get it. But if he don't, I'll be so crazy I'll be going with him.
Them drums is my business, Dunson.
Lord save us.
The Lord don't know you, Dunson.
Is you coming to this church sure enough, Hager?
You got eyes, you can see. Who is it coming in here if 'tain't me?
Well, it's the Lord's house. Everybody is welcome.
Maybe the Lord's house all right, but there won't be the devil to pay in here tonight. That's all.
What you mean, Hager?
You know who and what I mean.
Do you think that Tom Cat is coming here sure enough?
If he don't, I'll be terrible disappointed, and I never is.
Lord save me.
That's what I'm here for.
Don't, Hager, please.
What for, Dunson?
The church is over. Please, Hager, please.
I love them. I won't, Dunson.
Stop, I tell you. They make me feel like I don't know what.
They makes you feel like what you is, not like what you thinks you is.
You stop that kind of talk to me. I don't take no part in your voodoo. I believe in the Lord.
Yeah, just as much as you can. But you not your first God. That's the reason you trembles like a leaf every time you hear them drums.
I won't listen to you. I won't.
Come back here, Don.
Oh,
I
let him go.
I won't.
Let him go.
Yeah,
You
bruh.
make him act like that. He come back when he get cool off. Amos, I want to ask you something. What is that tomcat want to tell on you?
I'm ashamed to tell you, Hager.
Unless I'm terrible mistaken, it ain't nothing to be ashamed of. What is it?
Well, it's something that I don't want to tell nobody.
Amos, ain't you knowed me long enough to know you can't hide nothing from me?
Sure.
Then why try?
Well, I feel like the Lord's going to straighten out everything for long.
All right, then I'll tell you something. For this time another day, Wild Thomas Cat will be tame as Taffy. Maybe you tell me this. Oh, yeah. You tell me this.
Take a walk over to that revival meeting. Gal bottle of golf.
Sure I will, Mr. Tom. You can bet on that.
I'll be back in a little while.
Yeah, why doesn't anybody DJ film? I don't understand. Why wouldn't that work? Such a fun church service.
Yeah. Just playing with them.
Brothers and sisters, as you all know, this is the Sunday we start our yearly revival meeting. The time that men like Mr. Johnson, who runs the commissary, take stock of his material goods, we take stock of our spiritual holdings in the kingdom of the Lord. And we try to find out, yes, how many chances we got to go to heaven when we die. Before our elders start his discourse, I find called upon Sister Knight to sing that stirring song of our faith. Don't let nobody turn you out. Don't you let nobody turn you around, turn you around, turn you around. Don't you let nobody turn you around. Keep on the Galilee. Don't you let nobody turn you around, turn you around, turn you around. Don't let nobody turn you around. Keep on the Galilee. Oh, Satan man, not that bad. Keep on the Galilee. Don't you lost the soul, what he had. Keep on the Galilee. Don't you let nobody turn you around.
I don't think everybody knows this one. Feeling the Holy Spirit.
my dear beloved sister and brethren, as Deacon Dunstan just told you, this is the first of our yearly meetings for the revival of our Christian spirit. Now, I don't feel so good tonight, so I ain't going to take no text. I'm just going to wander around on various and sundry subjects. But before I go any further, there's something I want to say that I know y'all already know. And that is that my heart is full of thanksgiving tonight to the good Lord for his goodness in keeping Myrtle, my niece, safe during her absence from my fireside. And for returning her safely home again. Surely the blessings of the Lord is mighty. And we should be thankful at all times for his extreme goodness and mercy.
And that is going to take us to our second break. Well, we are 2/3 of the way through Drums O Voodoo. What are we thinking, Evan?
It feels like he was buttering up the congregation there.
You think he's getting ready to...
He's got something to tell everybody.
I think he does. I think he's just... Better for him to get it off his chest on his own.
And remember forgiveness and mercy. And I just want that to be on just the forefront everybody's mind.
You guys know me. You guys know I'm a good guy. I've done my time. Like, if I did some shady stuff in the past, you could see your way past it, right? I mean, it is pretty funny. I mean, hey, you know. Again, at least he's not just waiting for the inevitable for Tomcat to just walk in there and, where's my $20?
Yeah. Which, by the way, can we get like an inflation calculator for how much is 20?
It's got to be at least $200.
I would think so. Which, you know, I guess that might be hard for a preacher little community to pull together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the collection plate if they even have a collection plate going around, you know. Probably not. I think it's, again, I like that we have this ticking clock element of like, all right, like I want my money or I'm coming to that church because I know stuff about you.
Blow this whole thing up.
Yeah, so it's like, it's funny that they establish that now we're just waiting. Like that's a good way to like build tension, right? Like, so, you know, it's funny because I mean, we're 2/3 of the way through this, and I'd say it's still holding its ideas and stuff pretty well. Like, it's still keeping up the energy. And
no, I mean, absolutely. It's definitely keeping up the energy. They've spent the last, 5 minutes singing.
Well, I mean, that's a really good point. But it is funny because you think of all the movies that we've seen on this show and how some people seem to really struggle
in the second act.
Well, in the second act, but just even how do they sustain telling a decent story or make it compelling or whatever it is? And you know, it's always funny to see when you get an idea of what resources people have or don't have. We know that this was basically just a stage play. They got put on film, so very, very few resources. And they're succeeding story-wise, where a lot of films that we watch in the show, we would already been like, all right, I don't...
kind of falling apart by this point, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, could it all fall apart at the end? Maybe, but
Could, but...
But even if this is a 48-minute cut compared to a 64-minute cut, I'm basically getting the gist, so whatever else you could add is probably not, too revelatory, but it's probably still just, adding more character to the movie.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's talk about those... Hagar scenes. I mean, with Auntie Hagar. I mean,
that's the between the storytelling and just the characters, I think the actors are doing a good job in so far.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When like she came in and she gave Tomcat the business, and then she started doing her drum thing.
Yeah.
It's just so...
She steals the show.
She's really, I mean, she's really got the energy up high. There's like just a... Like there was one point she said something and you and I both laughed because, and I feel like it was just, for me, why I laughed was because it was like this would be the perfect way for her to deliver this line or what to say or what, and then they do it and you're just like, oh, there's just something like to it. They're hitting on some like, something pretty like engaging, entertaining. And again, not like, voodoo's not evil. Auntie Hagar's not evil. Like when she was talking with the preacher in the church, like that was telling the other guy, okay, you'll go cool off. Like he'll cool off, he'll be fine. Like she's very, I mean, again, there's a realness to it. And she's not just a villain, and that's voodoo is really not a bad
She's
thing.
still a member of the community, even if she's like, a little different.
Which is such an interesting, it
is,
it's
usually
nuance.
Like
it's not
the
everything.
voodoo lady would be like completely cut off from society. She'd be like off in the swamp somewhere, and you have to go to the voodoo lady. It's not just like she doesn't show up at church.
Well, isn't it the irony that Hollywood films of this time are literally, figuratively, black and white? In terms of what's good, what's bad. But there's very few times is there nuance, is there like middle ground, is there like, okay, well, yes, there's good and bad things to this. Like, that was too complicated for Hollywood, right? So I think a lot of times these race films really did kind of try to portray that like, that this is all really a lot more complicated than just, like life, like people have a lot of shit going on, and communities have a lot of things that they're dealing with just on their own. So, like,
Yeah, and Scott raises a good point. Like, definitely an advantage of the way this got shot. Like, it's you have really good characters because these people have been practicing this. I mean, even if it wasn't on Broadway that long, it's still long enough to get into the skin of the character.
That's an amazing point. I think that's exactly what I'm sensing. I think that I'm glad that you point that out, Scott, because I didn't think about that at all. But yeah, even if you only ran for like less than a dozen performances, you still probably did so much rehearsing, and you don't
way more than you would for just making a movie.
Yeah, and especially just like a Poverty Row movie where you're filming in a week. You're not getting rehearsal on a Poverty Row movie.
No.
And most of these race films, you're probably not either. So I think that is exactly what it is that we're like vibing with here, is the fact that they did have the benefit of being able to rehearse this so much. And again, the actors. I mean, obviously, our playwright, our screenwriter is also our reverend. Auntie Hagar, Laura Bowman. I mean, she was a stage actress. Like, she had a lot of experience coming into this. She only did a handful of films. And Son of Ingagi was like one of her like next to last films. Pretty much most of the other times that she did movies, she worked with Oscar Michaud, who was he's kind of like the most noted, really, I mean, the most prominent, like, and probably really only black filmmaker who was like writing, directing, producing his own movies, like consistently from like the 20s all the way up through the 40s. And Oscar Michaud, he really did a lot of like kind of like this, where it would be more focused on the issues of a community and more social issues as opposed to like a genre movie. I think he made a few mysteries, but even still, things are more kind of focused on like the drama and the kind of the social angle of things. And so Laura Bowman, that was where most of her film work was, and Oscar Michaud's films are still like, you know, some of them are missing, but I think the ones that still exist, they've been pretty well like preserved. And so the trailers that we're going to see during this break are for 2 Oscar Michaud films that I know she's in the first one because we see her in the trailer. The second one, I think maybe the movie's Lost. I don't think she pops up in this trailer, but she's apparently in it. But the first trailer is for a film that he did from 1929, but it is a sound film, so that's, you know, he was on, Oscar Michaud was like on top of it, but it's entitled Veiled Aristocrats, and the second trailer is for a film called Birthright, which is from 1938, and we've shown that we might have shown that trailer when we watched Midnight Shadow, and it's pretty wild. Yeah, we're gonna see these 2 Oscar Michaud movie trailers featuring our voodoo priestess tonight, Laura Bowman, and then when we come back, we are going to get into the exciting conclusion of Drums O Voodoo. So stick around, we'll be right back.
Imagine how I must have felt. I waited 20 years, and when I dare risk all I have built up to come back to see you, by the first person I hear being discussed upon the public street, and by 2 Negroes as my sister.
Oh, John, this is awful. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't imagine such a thing. Oh, I watch over Rena. I don't allow her to go anywhere or see anybody much. I don't allow her to associate with colored people any more than I can help. Why, she's...
Oh, Mother, will you please hush and listen to me? This is serious, most serious.
I understand, John.
I don't see Frank Fowler here tonight. I wonder what has happened.
Landy, he's with Rena Walden over at Myrtle Dennis's house. And I've got plenty of gossip to spread. Wait until this dance is over and that woman sings. And I'll entertain my guests with a story. The story of the Walden family. I'll
completion of my life's dream. I love you, Rena, and I want you to be my wife.
No.
Listen to a sermon on Christian Isaac Africa by the Reverend Blackwater, a preacher who is truly a man of God. Oh, we must help men like Reverend Blackwater bring these heathen savages into the faith of God. Amen.
Very true and very fine, Mr. Hooker. But what about the black heathens of the South? They're both civilized and Christianized, yet live a life of misery in many places. Hooker's been included until it's pitiful to behold. What about it, Mr. Hooker?
I saw Henry Hooker give Signer a paper. Then met Tom went up the street who took the paper, looked at it, said something, then handed it back and walked away. Then Signer and Tump had an argument, and now Tump's a reading the paper.
Don't belong here, and we'll never get anywhere as long as we stay here. Why don't you go away, Peter? Away up north, where most of our educated people have gone. Up north where you can be free. You can't grow up...
That one mistake is not going to stop me.
But my fist will, you yalla.
And at my death, you'll receive a certain portion of my estate, because I have no other heir. I am the last of the race of the Wren. Listen, Peter. You don't want to do what's on your mind.
What's on my mind?
Marry a negress. You don't want to marry a negress.
Marry a negress?
No, Peter, no.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Failed Aristocrats and Birthright, two Oscar Michaud directed films featuring Laura Bowman, who is playing our voodoo priestess tonight in Drums O Voodoo. And yeah, I mean, Oscar Michaud, like, was really kind of the only black filmmaker that again worked as long as he did. The guy who wrote Son of Ingagi, he directed some movies. He's probably kind of like kind of, next after Michaud. And we'll maybe see at least one other of his movies at some point. But, again, there just weren't too many black filmmakers. And then Laura Bowman, she didn't do too much. She only did like maybe less than 20 films. So, no, it probably wasn't even that. It was probably like less than 15. And Son of Ingagi was one of the final films that she did. So, no, definitely not. I will say, well, the only strange thing, I guess I get it, but she is wearing makeup to darken her skin. I'm sure that is, some of you may have noticed that. She's a lighter skinned black woman, but for the purposes of the character, I mean, they would do this at this time. So it was kind of it's an uncomfortable kind of a thing, but it's not, I guess it's not as bad as straight up blackface. It's still, I don't know. It's still just. Is it? It's just makeup, right? I guess. Yeah, I guess. I mean, again.
They make darker makeup for black people.
Certainly, this is more like. This is far and away better than like the only other voodoo representation before this is White Zombie, and outside of the cab driver, the only black character is a buffoonish white actor in blackface who's riding around on a horse, and it's very uncomfortable. There's no like, I mean, it's in Haiti, and there's is it?
Hello? It's okay.
Anyway.
We didn't miss much.
No. But yeah, White Zombie, I mean, again, that's the only other voodoo movie before this time. And then there's other voodoo stuff that came out in and around this, and it's all, again, that same line of, okay, voodoo is bad and evil, and it's for the bad guys, and the white heroes have got to save the day. And it's just, that was what Hollywood, that was the narrative, so this movie just kind of stands out. And I think we've seen that.
I think we're all kind of picking up on that, and this isn't the first time. Like when we watched Son of Ingagi, the thing that I remember most about that movie is how we said, wow, these characters feel like real people, not like just like a Hollywood idea of like how a person is. And I think we're kind of getting in the same place tonight. Just we're talking about how like kind of nuanced and real these characters kind of feel. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a great parallel to draw, because Son of Ingagi was really just like pretty well rounded, and it was like, and I think that's the difference here. Like I don't think you can call this a horror movie in the way that Son of Ingagi is out and out a horror movie, right? Like, yes, indisputable. It competes right up there with the Poverty Row, Lugosi, horror movies from the early 40s, right? This is not that, but there is something about just the idea of curses and all that is acknowledged as real here, and it has real power. And even the priest is like, yep, it has power. Like, just gotta let it play out. And you're like, whoa, all right, that's a perspective. You just
like,
learn to live with it.
Yeah. I mean, that's realism, stark realism. So I've really enjoyed that with this, and we'll see how they can tie it together, close it out. I mean, any final thoughts, any ideas, or I mean, where you think it's gonna go, or do you think it's gonna just kind of play out as we think?
How how they're gonna drive this guy out. All the drums are.
Well, she said she's gonna make him blind.
Okay.
So.
Okay, well, I missed that because that's a pretty direct threat.
Oh yeah, no, she said before, like, the next sunrise, you're gonna go blind.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. There we go. Right. Again,
another ticking clock.
Another ticking clock. There's our stakes.
But again, I think we've pointed that out before with like some of the storytelling in the movies that we've watched, where like there are movies where they'll just spring stuff on you, and you're like, oh well, I wish you would have set it up in some way because you're not spoiling it. If you like, you're just creating suspense. Like that's like Hitchcock's whole thing about like, if you're watching a suspense film and two people are sitting at a table and a bomb just goes off, that's not as exciting as like you see the two people sitting there, you see that a bomb is under there, and then you are seeing the two people talking, waiting for the bomb to go off. The idea of knowing, the ticking clock. There's a lot of power to that versus just like, haha, you know, like springing shit on people. So,
well, we've got a powder keg. I mean, we've got a whole town about to blow up. Something's gonna.
The way they descended out of nowhere.
That was crazy. That was one of my favorite parts of this whole movie because they had everybody waiting in the wings to just rush this dude as a mob.
It was in like out of no, because like maybe 2 people popped up and then 30 people popped up, and initially it was just this man attacking this woman. You're like, is anybody gonna help? And suddenly everybody was just right there. Why? I don't know, but I'm here for it. It was great.
What's the opposite of the bystander effect?
The angry mob effect? I don't know how that works.
The angry mob reflex?
I guess. So we'll see if they can trigger that reflex again.
Yeah,
I mean, Tomcat wants his $20. So I think on that note, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of Drums O Voodoo right now.
Why to take no chance? So the first thing that I'm going to discuss is the word revival.
That's a good word, Elder.
Now I'm going to explain the full meaning of the word to you. Not that I don't think you already know, but just for my own personal satisfaction. You know what it is. Because from all the signs I know anything about, we're in for electric storm. And I know y'all want to get home before the roads get wet.
We sure do. Oh, hurry. Ain't nobody home, man. If the kids wet.
Me? That's something I've been aiming to tell you for a long time, Brother Zero.
Amen.
Double long.
Tell it to him now, Elder. Tell it to him.
You knows, and everybody else in here knows, that things ain't always what they appears to be. Sometimes you think that your dog sees a possum. Then you look up and behold, it's a skunk. Then another, you think it's a skunk, and you find out it's a possum. So it's always best to investigate, for by your lack of foresight, you misses a good meal. What I'm trying to get at is that no matter what you hear, or who you hear say it, if it's about me, look into it before you lose the faith.
Like you say, he's buttering them up.
For 30 years I have ministered to this flock. Not only did I baptize the most of you, some of you are also Christians.
Don't forget.
So you know, or at least you should know by this time, that at all times you can depend on me. When your heart is filled with trouble, when you're homesick in your bed, when you feel like a lost lamb, wilderness of darkness, sing for me. When your head is hung low with the king of the world, mountain in the front of you, so tall you can't climb over, and you're so low you can't creep under. Sing for me. Also the sea of darkness. I'll be in the one I lift the heaven low. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm asking you, do you know what I'm only loving dog. The only one that knows when to swallow die. And the only one that knows.
This is almost as good as the voodoo ceremony.
I ain't so sure about that.
Now that you understand how I feel, I'll proceed with my discourse on revival.
Go on. I'm listening.
In order to get the full benefit of these
I
meetings,
think unfortunately that man is also wearing dark makeup. Again, like Laura Bowman, a black actor in dark
therefore,
makeup.
I'm going to straight it to you as I said before. Now, I've been looking this word up. And according to the dictionary and the encyclopedias,
What are you talking about?
revival means to revive.
I know he's going to tell y'all what it was.
Not only to revive the spirit of our religion, but to revive our most innermost desires to do good. Now, understanding fully what's meant by the word revival, we all should strive to be revival. Oh, Lord, revive us. Look into our hearts. We need revival. Some of us ain't been revived and so long. D.D.
Oh, there's a storm brewing outside while he's giving this sermon. I love how they're like sitting there like she's the enforcer and the other guy's just like.
See, none of y'all business why I go when I leave this church. Don't I preach the word of the Lord to you? Don't I pray to the same good Lord for you? Well, then what more does it take to satisfy you? Did you like the scribes and the Pharisees of Holy Writ that was always questioning the ways of the holy?
Yeah, if you talk about me, I want to tell you, you is a long ways from being a holy man.
But people, you good Christian people, you let us
stay on you, Zero. I don't have to sit down. My dues is paid in this church, and I hold my pint.
As head of the deacon's board, Brother Bill, I say you's out of order. So sit down and shut your mouth.
all of you sit down.
They're not a master speaker.
I'm still the pastor of this church.
Excuse me, Elder.
Well, what did you want to say, Brother August?
Well, if you just give me a chance to explain it, I think I can tell you what Brother Zero's trying to get at.
I wish you would.
Well, he told me that he saw you coming from Tomcat's junk. And he's wondering, like we all is, what business could you, the shepherd of our flock, have with Tomcats and his rather dubious undertaking?
That's it.
But did it ever occur to either one of you, brothers, that I might have been over there on my own personal business?
Of course it was. And it ain't none of your business.
Now, Elder, please don't misconstrue our intention. You see, it's like this. Tomcats ain't no decent place for decent folks to be quiet.
It sure ain't.
And naturally, I'll leave it to anybody. We don't want you, our pastor, to be quiet there.
We sure don't.
Brother August, I goes where I wants to go.
We're hearing the
Where I
voodoo
want
drones.
to go.
What is that about?
And it ain't none of y'all's business why.
Wasn't in.
I hope that letter found you home.
Now, Elder, you must remember, you was a man of God and a minister of the gospel. And it behooves you, first of all, to be careful. Very, very careful.
And it feels to you like...
It don't only feels it. You want it.
Where do you think you see me?
I ain't thinking nothing about it. I knows I seen you 4 nights hand running, coming from across that bridge that leads to Tomcat's race of gambling men and scarlet women. I won't sit here and hear you insinuate against Elder Barry like that. You, Brother Jerome, knows as well as I does. If he went across that bridge, he had a good reason to. Yeah. And it wasn't to gamble with them gambling men. Yeah. Or to sashay with them scarlet women. I ain't saying he was, but he was over there. And if he wasn't over there for one of them things, what was he over there for?
Damn, they are not letting up. It's so
But
real.
yeah, and I know that he's a good, clean Christian man. Yeah. I know he's been that way for 30 years. Yeah. And I knows that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Elder Barry ain't no dog, sister. Now you know what I mean. You heard what I said. Don't you come out here with me.
Yeah. We ain't getting no place for all this wrangling.
Oh, just serve people all
Getting
their
shades of
lifetime,
Jonestown.
and then they try to crucify him.
Don't you worry yourself about them backsliding hypocrites, Amos. Don't you do it. I ain't no hypocrite, Sister Knight.
And I ain't no backslider. And to prove you that I ain't, if Elder Barry don't give a good sound reason why I went across that bridge, I'm going to leave this church.
That's right, get out. Don't you think this church is where I stop cause you quit? You ain't no good here, no how.
Brother August and Brother Zero, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, the way you carried on in this house of righteous worship tonight.
You keep out of this, son. Take none of your business.
It's just as much my business as 'tis yours. This is a revival meeting. This ain't no meeting to try Elder Barry.
It sure ain't.
I leave it to the members of the congregation. Did we come here to listen to all this wicked arguing?
No.
Or did we come here
Well,
to
Elder Barry kind of started it.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
making it all about himself. He said, I'm not quoting
very
scripture
hard
tonight.
to
I'm
see
just
you
going
all
to...
wasting your time when you ought to be serving the Lord.
Tell them about it, Ebenezer. You was born with them.
Thank you, Brother Ebenezer. Now, sisters and brothers, I knows a way to end this for all time. The good book says that an open confession is good for the soul. So I confess it. Brother Zero was right. Just a minute. Before you condemn me, remember what the Savior said. Judge ye not.
That's just what I was going to do, what the Savior said. Enemy of God and can't do no wrong.
I heard the preaching of the elder, the elder. I heard the preaching of the elder.
What do you mean by there with the gospel of the Lord?
Gospel of the Lord. Find one here to be teaching the gospel of the Lord. Amos the soul saver. To y'all he's a saint. But if you only knowed what he really is.
I'm inside, fellas.
I can stand right here and tell you plenty.
You'd better stay where you is.
Think I'm scared to come in?
The Lord would strike you dead there into his sacred temple. From this wicked sinner.
Pray for Amos. I'm man enough to look out for myself. Tell us what he come over there for.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you. Amos Berry ain't the man you think he is.
Well, what is he? What is he?
He comes over to my place to pay me.
I'll tell him. Sisters and brothers, I go over to his place and pay him money. Not to tell y'all that I was on the chain gang once.
What were you on the chain gang for?
Murder.
Okay, that's a little juicy.
Now you see what kind of man he is.
A liar, a cheat, a hypocrite, leading us to glory. Come on with that boy now. Every one of you. You all know Elder Barry, and you know if he killed anybody, he had a good reason to. Why don't you wait and find out that reason? Is you going to let a man you all know is a thief, a gambler, and an infidel turn you against a man of God like Elder Barry? No. I said no. Run this impotent devil out of the house of the Lord.
Impotent.
Come on, you God-fearing Christians.
They've called him impotent multiple times. Holy shit!
Dude. I've had it.
You got that blade on me.
I told you that anything I want, start getting.
Holy shit.
Get my $20.
Yeah. I'm going to have enough and ain't going to stop. Give me that. Stop! I'm blind!
What? Wait, was it the Lord or was it voodoo?
Jungle gods? What
Jungle gods? The white god, the black god? I don't know. That opening crawl got me all confused at the start.
Thanks the Lord, honey. I was looking everywhere for you.
I was standing by the light. I was wandering around. Aunt Hager found me and brought me here.
Oh, I'm so glad she did.
Where's Ebenezer?
Why, he went to take Tom Cat home.
What's the matter with him?
Why, he's blind.
The light.
Aunt Hager said she'd blind him.
He's blind, too.
And just to think, Ebenezer took him home, even though he tried to cut him.
Why, no one else would touch him.
I don't blame him. He's just as poison as a cottonmouth fox.
But he can't do no harm now, Hager.
Yeah, but a blind snake will strike quicker than one that can see. You knows that.
Yeah, holds no malice.
No, you wouldn't. But I does.
Thou shalt not do
He
it.
said that. He didn't know Tom Cat.
But after all, he's human.
Not as human as the alligator or Gila monster. Or even they when they ain't willing.
Do you think you'll get over that blindness?
Not if I can help it.
Well, at that, I wish Ebenezer would hurry and come home.
Oh, Uncle, let me go to the bridge and meet him.
Oh, no, honey, he'll be
Oh,
all
please
right.
let me go.
Let the gal go.
Thank you, Aunt Hager.
Now, hurry back, honey.
Yes, I'll be all right.
All right.
Amos, did Tom Cat tell your congregation anything what's going to harm you?
He tried to, Hager. But I stopped him and told him myself.
What'd you tell him?
You remember when I left here a long time ago running on the boat from New Orleans to Memphis?
Yeah, you was gone from here 5 years.
Yeah. Well, 4 years of that time, I was on the chain gang. And Tom Cat knowed it. That's what he's been holding over my head all these years. He's been just bleeding me for every cent that he could. And I paid him because I didn't want him to tell my congregation about it.
What was you on the chain gang for?
Well, I killed a man.
Your congregation would have hadn't been for Sister Nate.
Yes, Lord bless her. And I pray to the Lord that it's all over.
Well, you can pray if you want to, but it ain't all over.
Darn
And it
jump
won't be
cuts.
till we get out.
What the hell?
Where is it?
What?
Where's the door? Where's the door? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no!
What?
What?
No!
What? Oh no! Huh.
That is like the only existing cut of this.
Okay.
Like, trust me, I looked everywhere. You cannot find this 64-minute cut. So,
hey Garrett, I think I know where the missing part of the film goes.
I wonder where it could be.
Gosh, who was that they released? Was that the? Did they blind somebody else?
No, I think that was Tomcat.
Okay,
I think he was. Yeah, I think it was still Tomcat.
Still blind.
I had read that part of the climax got like cut off, but I didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it didn't quite resolve, but
knowing that there is at least a 64-minute version where it probably does at least gives you some.
I mean, they dealt with Tom Cat.
Yeah,
they came through with the blind thing,
and
I want to know.
I was gonna say I read that
I want to know what happened.
Well, I think I read something about
Tomcat
Tomcat like ended up like falling into quicksand or something.
Okay,
and,
cool.
I don't know. Again, I wish I would have looked at more like to see if I could find like a complete synopsis, but like, clearly it looked like Annie Hager was doing some, doing one of her
something.
So yeah, I don't know.
Abrupt.
I'm dying. I need to write. Everyone, write the UCLA Film and Television Archive. Demand that Drums of Voodoo get some kind of physical release or some kind of restore.
We've got to know how this ends.
We have to. I'm really disappointed because I think that they probably did deliver, at least to the degree.
Yeah, up until that point, they were killing it.
They were on
Very
it.
solid movie.
Yeah. So, I mean, in all, I loved it. Like, I really enjoyed it. I hate that the ending didn't work out.
It doesn't quite like ruin my enjoyment of the movie, but it sucks that it doesn't really have an ending.
It does, doesn't it? Like, especially when it's a good story, and they've been doing a pretty good job, and then it's like so funny the way that the print has been so problematic the whole time, but then it's like at the very end is when it really just bloop, and so
that's it.
And yeah, I mean, I spent so much time trying to find something else, and it's nothing. But we had fun with it. It was enjoyable. A lot of good ideas, interesting ideas. Yeah, God, I'm like I feel like I'm left hanging.
I mean, yeah, like what happened to us? Does his congregation just leave him?
One day we'll find out.
We'll know.
And we will literally just stream from where it like got bad at. That's where we'll pick up, and so it'll be like a 40-minute stream, and for 12 minutes of movie, and it'll be great.
Someday,
one day.
So we're gonna start planning our heist.
Yeah,
Get the full.
We're going to rob the UCLA Film and Television Archive.
Does anybody have Nicolas Cage's number?
Oh yeah, I mean, he'd be the perfect like and he'd be down for a heist too. I mean,
Absolutely, he's kind of the perfect man, I think.
He really is. So.
Nick, I need you to do this.
Make it happen. But
Nick, if you're lurking in the stream right now, I need
to one thing.
Talk to me afterward.
Email us screamstreamshow@gmail.com. Yeah, you can find our email on our YouTube page. Yes. I mean, I enjoyed that, even though we didn't get like a good end. I know at least there is one out there, so that's solace enough. But I think definitely better than Midnight Shadow.
Yeah.
Again, Son of Ingagi is kind of hard to beat just because.
Yeah, I mean they're very different movies. Like it's kind of hard to say whether I prefer one over the other because they're just very different.
That's 100% true. Yeah, I mean this is definitely a play, right? Like it's dealing with the way it deals with subject matter and ideas,
and that's fine.
Like, and it's great. Yeah,
it's a good change of pace. And you know what? I like plays. I like you get into some heady, good stuff.
Well, that's the thing with a play. The story kind of has to be good. Like
right.
Everything else, the other elements can always change. You know, everything else can always be interpreted differently. But the story itself has to be sound enough to be and complete enough to fill like a bill and like to like engage an audience in that way. And you can do it with ideas, but you have to have a beginning, middle, end. It has to be something that actors, more than likely, if they're going to rehearse it, do it a bunch of times, they're going to kind of try to make sure the story's good. So yeah, I mean this again, like Scott pointed out, it really benefited from the fact that it started as a stage play. So it was, yeah, I think you make a great point that it was a nice change of pace, right? It's good to see a well-rounded story, even though the edit itself not so well-rounded, but one day. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, and again, I think it was nice to kind of see really a positive example of voodoo, and to know that it was kind of like, that's the thing, wild, like, it's really only 2 years after White Zombie. It's like really the second kind of depiction of voodoo that you get on the screen.
Yeah, and to have it be in such a, at least neutral light.
It's pretty wild. Because like everything after that is very like negative, voodoo is evil. Like this is like, oh, whoa, okay. It hadn't been corrupted yet to that point of like, it's a device where it's for the villain. Like, this was obviously drawing from kind of real ideas and real communities and trying to actually portray a degree of realism. So you got to give it up for that, I think. And again, that's just kind of the interesting thing that I think we've found in the race films that we've watched, is there is a degree of trying to like kind of like have a realism that Hollywood movies just don't, because everything is so like cut and dry, black and white, versus a little more complicated and nuanced, which tonight's movie definitely played with ideas.
Yeah, definitely appreciated that.
Yeah, so I think that was a good way to kind of, again, get a little deeper into the history of race films and what was being done, and then seeing that this was like really new, kind of a nuanced thing, and getting a little education, some education. It's nice, but now we're getting ready to wrap up the season here. I mean, things are winding down, the episode and the season itself. We are closing out the season like we always do with our good friend Mr. Bela Lugosi, and this is a nice change of pace because it's Friday the 13th, it's the night before Valentine's Day, and so what better way to fit in with that theme of 13 than with the 13th Chair from 1929, which features Bela Lugosi not as a villain but as a detective, and it's kind of a murder mystery. I don't know if it's an old dark house, but it's definitely like a murder mystery type of story. And Lugosi comes in like partway through as the detective and is trying to figure out like who is the killer.
Okay,
and
I don't know we've seen that yet.
It's 1929. It is sound. It's early sound, but it's a sound film. But we'll see. It's probably not as stagey as tonight's film, but stagey in a different way. But I think it'll be fun. It's directed by Todd Browning, who directed Dracula and Freaks and The Devil Doll and a couple other prominent films. So it should be fun. I think we're going to enjoy it. But, celebrating Friday the 13th with the 13th Chair. It's gonna be good. And then, of course, the next day, Valentine's Day, I'm going to celebrate it like we always do with the movie marathon, but also with a little Valentine's Day special from the Chamber of Horrors. Kind of checking in with our friends at the Chamber to see, they're always trying to entertain, right? They're always on. So what are their personal lives like, right? What do they do? What do they,
How do these monsters find love?
Right. What are their love lives like? Is there drama? Does it get juicy?
Anyway, how's your sex life?
Yeah. get ready. It's gonna be blunt. No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this. It'll be like, in conjunction with a movie, TBD, TBA. Let's put it that way. No, it's TBD. I still haven't decided yet. But I don't know. I guess I could let you guys vote. I gotta put a poll up and give you because I've already got movies picked out for the marathon, but I'm trying to decide which one to show during our Valentine's Day special. So I'll maybe put a poll out there.
All right.
So everybody
can. The most romantic movie.
What do we? I mean, again, we've we got marriages, we got honeymoons, we got certainly some affairs. A lot of interesting romantic entanglements in the movies that we've watched. So, I'll put that out there. But that's going to be incoming. And, tomorrow we're going to have a Saturday Night Shocker as always. But then on Sunday, we're going to be celebrating Super Bowl Sunday with some alternative programming with our Supernatural Bowl. Which is a collection of television episodes from the supernatural, paranormal, anthology TV shows that we've watched previously in our minisodes. And, we got The Veil with Boris Karloff. We got some One Step Beyond, Tales of Tomorrow. I don't think we've got any suspense. Because, suspense didn't really ever get supernatural. Because, it's suspense. It's kind of stayed a little more grounded. I really tried to keep it supernatural. Some 13 Demon Street. Not featuring Lon Chaney. Because... like the first episode, he full on hosts it, and then every episode after, you maybe the camera pans to him, and then it just pans away, and then it, they filmed something for him, and then they just said, "Nah,
cut it.
It's not cut it. It's not worth it." And I hate that because even if it wasn't good, it would still be entertaining.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully that'll be restored or discovered. More complete prints discovered one day, because, who doesn't love lunch? Who doesn't love a horror movie actor hosting a horror anthology? So it's gonna be good. So you can, if you're looking for some alternative programming this Sunday, you can tune in here for that. And we'll be, wrapping up the season next week, and also Trinity of Terror. So get ready.
Wrapping up the minisodes. The
clutching hand.
The clutching hand.
How?
I was trying to think, is the what hand, the skulking hand, the hidden hand,
what was it doing? What was that hand doing? The waving,
gesticulating hand.
The silhouetted hand, that's for sure. We've seen a lot of that. But yes, really, really, really appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Of course, Alana sent me a list, and I remembered Alana. So really appreciate Tom O, Thomas, William, Joe, Kathy, Old Radios, Byron, Scott, Sally. Appreciate Taking a Left for subscribing tonight. Lauren, James, Jack Doobie, and Jenna. So really, really, and Mr. Fresh Rogan also in the house briefly. Glad that he's recovering okay. And just glad to spend another night with everybody. Enjoying this public domain horror and getting a little bit of history in, and just having a good time.
It's been a chill night.
It has. I've enjoyed it. Well, anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
So what if they release the film and so it's a Broadway thing, like somebody knows how this thing ends. But what if they release the film and that's just how it ends? It's intentionally just like cut it, make it weird.
I would be.
It's a bold choice.
Whole movie was bold choices, honestly.
Very, very bold movie.
It was. Until next week. Sweet screams, everybody.
And to all, a good fright.